Finally, absolute Wonder Woman has arrived, and good lord, before we go any further, I have to say this. The artwork and colour schemes in this issue are absolutely phenomenal, like genuinely. I know you shouldn't ever judge a book by its cover, but when it comes to like illustrated comics, manga, and the whatnot here, colours and the artwork are the first things I often look at first, and Hayden Sherman and Jordi Belair have absolutely killed it. The way these harsh reds contrast with these softer blues, like, oh my god, it is fucking beautiful. And holy fuck, is that a Berserk reference? Yeah, this is peak. This is genuinely peak, and not as peak as you liking and subscribing, but let's just get into the video. This chapter opens up with a behemoth structure in the sky as two reporters stand and spectate. And as it launches an assault sending out monsters, the issue wastes no time in jumping right into the action, and there is a few things I couldn't help but notice right out the gate here. One, Diana's helmet reminds me a lot of Ares' helmet, and even though they're in separate universes here, Hirama also reminds me of Null, who is apparently scheduled to make an appearance in the latest Venom movie. I doubt that's going to be a good appearance, I doubt, but the biggest thing here that I noticed was that this panel seems to be a direct reference to Berserk, which, as a manga fan, this made me incredibly happy, I cannot lie. And comics taking inspiration from manga recently in the recent times genuinely does put a smile on my face. Also, by the way, if you're into manga, go subscribe to my main channel. I do have a main channel where I talk all about manga. But this panel here, it's just simply beautiful. The massive sword, the glowing red eyes, even the kneecap on Diana's armor here, it felt like a nod to Guts and his Berserker armor here. But the series introduces Diana with beauty, grace, compassion, kindness, and wisdom as she casts magic and slamming her gauntlets together, creating a massive blast before revealing this Diana was raised in hell. Remember, these absolute comic book rungs right here, these are completely different from everything that we know. These are utterly new takes on the DC mythos, and they are changing a lot. Remember, Diana wasn't raised on Themyscira here, and was instead raised in hell. She was raised by Circe, a once villain of Wonder Woman, who is now her mother. It is a very interesting take, and so far both Batman and Wonder Woman are on good terms with all of their villains, and I do wonder if we'll see this turn on its head at some point later down the line where they end up fighting, because already in Batman, Absolute Batman, which I made a video on, go check that out, but there already seems to be a small divide happening between Batman and Wayland in there. But Apollo delivers Diana to Circe and tells her to raise the child, and also decrees that Circe may never speak the word Amazon ever again. And from here, we are shown Circe as she watches and is basically waiting for Diana to be killed by the wildlife or the monsters of the island here, before seeing how Diana absolutely yeets a snake which tried to bite her. By the way, it actually does say yeet, which I thought was kind of funny. From here on out, we are treated to the life and times of Diana's upbringing throughout the years, as Circe mentions how Diana has a quality of softness and how it softened even the most treacherous of beasts. And we see Diana literally playing with demons here. She's literally playing with demons. And I'm gonna be honest with you, these panels that happen here with just showing all of her childhood here, it's nice. It's heartwarming. Again, all the colours that contrast and everything that's going on is just perfect. And throughout the years here, we are shown Circe and Diana growing up and learning to live with each other. Diana learning the way of life and magic, and Circe learning the magic and life of being a mother. Saying raising a child is how you fall in love, but letting them go, that is how you prove that love. And honestly, as a soon-to-be father, that line kind of really hits hard. It hits home, I will be honest with you. But this brings us back into the present day here, where Diana is telling Pegasus to secure the perimeter and then telling a soldier to evacuate, and she'll handle the rest. And I can't help but think that this guy's life just got changed by the absolute muscle mummy that is Wonder Woman right here, because look at the size difference between her and this dude here. This dude is in utter disbelief. But also, remember that pyramid that was at the beginning there, this upside down pyramid? Yeah, there's a hand crawling out from it, and it's Harbinger Prime, as he stands toe-to-toe with Diana. And the two have a small scuffle. Big scuffle. It's a big scuffle. With Diana basically being bested by Laser Eyes. And she mentions how Laser Eyes, again, it makes me wonder if this is not the first time that she's actually had an encounter with something like this. But Diana ends up getting blasted away, and we are blasted into a flashback of her and Circe, where Diana recalls a word that she would previously asked about earlier in the issue. And she talks about how she's afraid of the word. She's afraid how the word that she's never heard can beat so powerfully in her chest without knowing its meaning. And that word is Amazon. We see Diana getting up off the floor as she recalls how Cersei told her about Apollo and how he cursed Cersei to never say the word Amazon ever again. And Cersei explains how the Amazon had a job to do. They were there to protect the world above from the oldest of monsters. And as all of this is happening, Diana starts to float in front of Harbinger, declaring herself as Diana or Themyscira, last of the Amazons, daughter of Cersei, princess of hell and witch of the Wild Isle, and you will not have this world so long as I draw breath. All while this is happening, Cersei's monologue continues. How you prove your love is by setting your child free and arming her to the teeth with the greatest weapons imaginable, which is obviously a callback to the weapons that she's used throughout the issue here. Fucking massive Athena blade, new what seems to be a lasso of truth. I'm not sure how that's going to work here, because obviously everything just seems to be opposite, but the old lasso was yellow, this one's red, it could be the lasso of rage. I don't fucking know how that's all going to work here, but watching her becoming everything she was always meant to be, watching her change the world, and that is where the chapter comes to a close. And I've got to say, the series so far, it feels unreal. It genuinely feels truly unreal. Both runs for Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman are 2 for 2 on the piece right now, and I'm incredibly excited to see where they go, and even more excited to see where Absolute Superman goes. That's the one that I'm anticipating the most of right here. I'm genuinely excited to see that. Superman's armor, the way he's styled here, it looks genuinely, he looks really good, and I have a feeling that these worlds are gonna hit us maybe with the old switcheroo and have the villains who we're all friendly towards right now. Obviously, Batman's friendly with his whole rogues gallery, minus Joker, but I have a feeling that these are going to end up turning on each other at some point and maybe slide back into the roles that we're familiar with, but we'll see. Anyways, that is everything from me. Let me know what you thought of the video and the chapter in the comments down below, and as always, I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Much fucking love. Big fucking kisses. Also, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.